How about him? He worth it? How about that?
Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zach.
Guys, we're back with the Daredevil, Born Again, Season 1, Episode 9, the finale. Alright guys, just to let you know, my wife Joy isn't here. Her dad passed away, unfortunately, and the funeral was today, and obviously she wasn't feeling up to it, and family's in town, but she's actually doing really well. Zach and I went to the funeral earlier. It was nice.
We did. Good service.
And the thing that sucks is her grandma died within 8 days of her dad dying, and then her cousin died in the middle of that. Now, she wasn't super duper close to her cousin, but that still sucks. So she's been having a hard time, but, you know, obviously.
It's a gamut.
Yeah, but anyways, we're excited to do it, and Joy will be in more shows. So, anyways, Zach, you want to take it from here? I thought it was a freaking awesome episode last time.
It was. It was a very tense episode. They did a very good job. It very much reminded me of The Dark Knight in terms of how they set up tension, how Christopher Nolan, excuse me, when he did the Joker's, wasn't really his theme song with that background,
Like that.
with that.
I
don't know if it was a violin or a cello. I can't remember.
Like this.
But when it's
Like a string instruments.
It would just pick up,
And it, yeah, like
as the scene went on. It really reminded me of that in terms of how they kind of progressed the tension.
you escalated you physically feel like the pressure starting to build.
We had Poindexter, who is fucking Bullseye. Him wanting to talk to Matt. Matt didn't want to hear it. So you have their confrontation.
But he was actually being honest.
He was, and you have that tension. Like, he was initially wanting to be honest, and you have that tension building. And Matt, beating his face across the table and saying, "Hey, the prisoner was doing this," and
It's a dirty move.
it was a very dirty move. You go from there to Poindexter broke out of prison, disguised himself as a security guard. Let's see.
But he also broke his tooth to break out of prison.
He did.
Yeah.
Kingpin extended a ball invitation to Heather and +1, which obviously he knew that Matt and her were together.
Yeah, and they've been having problems as well.
Well, she's been noticing that Matt has been distant and gone. She's picking up on these details, but also her experience with the Muse incident and Daredevil breaking in to
rescuing
save
her.
Rescuing
From
her.
certain death.
Yeah, it really bothers me, and I know it bothers you.
Bothers the hell out of me.
With her perspective, because on the outside we know, so it's not quite fair because we have a bird's eye view.
Well, it's also.
I'm not saying that she's right, because I don't think she's right at all, no matter the circumstances.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, though, from a bird's eye view, it's very easy to pick up on the whole picture and say, "Woman, you're in the middle of this." And you don't understand the weight of the circumstances and the situation and where you're wrong.
Yeah, so I think
how fundamentally you're
I think
wrong.
for how smart they presented the character, especially with her field, she wouldn't have such a narrow-minded view.
You'd be surprised.
Like, within the Daredevil universe, like, the idea of heroes is being politicized. Wilson is trying to get rid of them, and he's painting them black, and she's taking that stance. I just so to me, like, I don't think she's being objective about it. She's taking a stance that has been politicized in the media.
Obviously she's taking a stance too, where she's the one that shot Muse, so she feels
I saved
empowered.
Myself. Yeah, it's just I don't know how you can feel empowered.
It's like I get from a certain angle where you could say, "Hey, yeah, I did kill him.
Yeah,
but this man showed up to defend me.
Yeah, and saved your ass
against this guy.
Certain death.
Like, she would have died. She definitely would have died if it wasn't for him.
Definitely. Well, I'm wondering if she finds out it's Matt, if she will, or I wonder if she'll just double down.
Well, Wilson was going to tell her.
Yeah.
Before.
But now, you think Wilson feels any kind of debt to him? Is he that type of guy?
I have to wonder, because I have to wonder if he's like, well, you played the game well.
Yeah.
But now.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things where, like, Matt was trying to convince Vanessa, like, "Hey, I know you're the one that set that Foggy up and had him killed."
Yeah.
Poindexter thought that Wilson was responsible, so he tried to kill him.
Yeah.
And in spite of all the details, Matt still, like, his instinct was to save a life.
Yeah.
In spite of the fact that it was Kingpin.
Yeah.
And all the horrible things that he's capable of and has done.
Yeah.
So, I think that, I don't know. I think this episode coming up it has to be interesting.
Yeah.
To make up, to top the last episode. Because if this is the final episode of this season.
So I'm wondering if it is. I think it'll be, because every episode's been really good. I always feel like the second best episode. I'm sorry. I always feel like the second to last episode is always the best.
Yeah,
I think about that.
Well, it has to like set the stage.
Yeah.
For the, it's almost like you're setting. It's like you're bringing the audience up to the stage. Yeah. I should say.
Yeah.
So that they can see kind of like a nice smooth.
Well, so they can knock everything down,
vision.
hopefully, in the finale.
Well, yeah, and it can be, but but you have to have the pins knocked down. Like it's almost like you get what's it called in bowling, where you
strike.
Where you have the one pin standing.
That's what I call it.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. Like you knock everything else, one pin standing. That's kind of what they're setting the stage for. It's like you have this moment of tension.
Yeah. Guys, before we jump in, if you want to support us, check us out on Patreon to see our full-length uncut reaction to this episode and all that we do, and early access over there. Let's jump in.
I just have to wonder how you can spit a tooth that fast to kill somebody.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like in spite of his superhuman ability to be sharpshooter.
Yeah. I mean, does he have enhanced physical abilities?
Yeah.
Oh, shite.
The whole FBI corruption scandal, Agent Nadeem, all that. It's only fair it should benefit you, too.
Release on appeal.
I had you released because I need a favor.
You want me to kill someone?
A thief called Benjamin Cafaro and his lawyer, Foggy Nelson.
Yep.
Remember him. Escaped the past, did we?
Unwanted light in some of my business practices.
I know, you can't help it.
Soon, in the next few days.
Why does he look so torn up?
Been there on meds and shit, and probably
Offering you a chance to get your mind back, your self. This is no way to live.
looks like he's sweaty.
Oh, yeah, you're right, literally.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the fuck he's talking about with meds? But yeah, he's in a psychiatric care. So.
Yeah.
Your history with my husband isn't part of this.
He's always part of this.
He's like a poor man's Sebastian Stan, kind of, right there.
Offer.
Yeah.
Who needs to play Luke Skywalker.
Absolutely. A little beefier than Luke.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of like Empire Luke, I think. He's
Still beefier.
Yeah, he's also taller. So.
Yeah.
You signing with a marker?
Might be all they allow them to have so they don't stab somebody.
It's not even a Sharpie. It looks like a Crayola marker. What kind of signature? Oh, I guess I see it.
Well, the pen, he can kill somebody.
Free.
Yeah, I think he could kill Buddy with anything almost. And
Yeah, he could. That's why he's
Maybe so he's so
medicated.
yeah.
Or he tried to kill Kingpin like, because he thought he was always part of things, or because he wanted to get at Vanessa and say, hey,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, because if he knew it was Vanessa, there's something so cool about old New York. Like the theme of this ball party was definitely old New York. It wasn't like everyone.
It takes you back to like
the
gangs
20s.
in New York.
Yeah. But, well, that's kind of like old. I mean, I'm talking about 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
Like the idea, like the type of clothes they're wearing, the type of music. It was like a 1920s party.
The ritzy kind of.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Oh shit!
I'm just gonna reinforce Heather point of view, right?
Probably.
Karen?
Oh.
It's the drugs.
Heather? You okay? Fisk?
You saved his life.
I heard someone scream gun. I just reacted. Poindexter?
He's still at large.
Oh, I guess.
Kirsten. Vanessa Fisk ordered the hit on Foggy. Listen, the case Foggy was working on, can you get me access to it from here?
Hey, listen, you're on a ton of
I
medication.
know how this sounds.
I really don't think you do. I don't think you do. Okay.
All that cares that you're still alive. Vanessa, I know.
Glad I didn't have a white outfit on today. Jesus.
I talked to Josie. He'd already opened a bottle of O'Melvinies.
I remember him drinking it, celebrating an early win, but I think it was just bluster.
No, it wasn't. I think he was sitting on something the Fisks didn't want
You do
exposed.
realize they were the ones getting shot at.
Do you remember anything else from that night?
I remember him saying that he was going to be filing a motion to dismiss.
You moved millions through Red Hook. Now that I'm mayor, we can move billions. Gallo and police.
Luca.
Get cold chills from the coolness sometimes with this episode.
I ran to save the city, but opportunities present themselves.
Does he mean that?
However much you think you know Fisk, you don't. It's really dangerous. I'm sorry you don't believe me, but I'm telling you the truth.
I think it's better I come back once you've had some rest.
Get the fuck out, Heather. You suck.
They're gonna go out there and hunt down not only Poindexter, but all vigilantes.
It's because she
There'll
doesn't
be no
know.
body cams,
So-
no due process, no warrants.
Sir, that's not principles of the NYPD. It's illegal. I mean, next you'll be condoning the use of lethal
Condoning,
force.
absolutely not. Encouraging, Gallo! Encouraging! I want the bridges shut down!
A lone gunman attacking the mayor is a massive affront, of course. I see that. But to seal the city, you need a large-scale, real and present threat to public safety.
Shiva,
What's Gandolfini have to say?
Buck, one moment, please. Tell me, what's Matt Murdoch's condition?
Stable. Recovering at Metro General. Murdoch saving you does complicate the optics of things somewhat.
No, quite the opposite. Imagine if our fearless lawyer from Hell's Kitchen were to succumb to his wounds he has sustained by trying to save the mayor. Duh. In this case, a dead hero is better than a live vigilante.
Son of a bitch. So that answers my question, do you?
Yep. Every advantage.
I respect that, you know, the Machiavellian nature of it a little bit, I guess, but it's just not who I am. I guess I want some kind of comfort. I mean, I know he's not gonna die,
I've
obviously.
been giving thought to what you said earlier.
So glad, sir. Sometimes our reactions are worse than the offenses that cause them.
Sheila, there's always a tipping point in a negotiation. It just needs a little push.
The Joker.
Yeah.
And they'll come to us with open arms.
Man, he's so good in that movie. He's incredible.
Fuck yes.
We have lived in peak civilization. I tell you we have, haven't we?
We have. Because we experienced McDonald's when they had a dollar menu.
Yeah.
You know
24-hour Walmart.
who in my staff is loyal.
Yeah. To me, it began with Ninja Turtles in '87. And it ended with Endgame and everything in between, like the music and the movies and the shows.
Send everyone who's not completely on board home.
Well, if she's not on board.
Yes, sir.
I thought she was gonna say, "What if I'm not on board?"
Maybe she'll still turn.
On your way out, can you send in our friend from Con Ed?
She obviously looks very
She's picking up on shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is Buck? Is it gonna be Buck? I didn't think
You think Poindexter will save him?
Yeah, maybe. I need to have that confrontation between Fisk and him.
First he gets the force. Crime spikes, probably due to friends of his. He turns a bunch of rogue cops into his own personal militia and sets them out as a kill squad against the vigilantes. There are still sane people in the building. And I am betting that you're one of them.
She looks nervous as hell though. Like her and baby all get killed or something. Because they're basically, Gallows almost talk about like a mutiny kind of.
Yeah. But at the same time,
You know I hate mutinies.
for good reason. Mutinies are great.
I don't want to be mutinied against, is what I mean.
Well, yeah.
And I'm hoping for your support.
You have it in spirit, is what I would say.
It's just looking like.
Oh, that's a bitch move. He's got fucking some kind of
The
poison.
needle.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Damn, that's like a hell of a thing to engineer.
Bed's empty.
Oh shit.
Buck's like, well, fuck.
I need to put that in the container. Did they get the bullet out? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Back home. They probably got him at the hospital and he's just being treated.
Yeah, I just feel like
Pretty much the last person I expected to find here.
Is it Frank? Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Asshole. Power goes out. You got nothing to make a goddamn pot of coffee in. They call you now. Nightgown man.
Thought this wasn't your fight.
You got a phone call, changed my mind.
Care to be more specific?
I do not. Promise I was gonna get you out of here alive. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. They come up here, I'm not playing patty cake with these fanboys. I'm chopping them up, you understand?
I'm not sure I want that kind of help, Frank.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of help you got.
I wonder who called him.
What's the name of his police detective friend?
Oh, maybe it was him, you thinking?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they're gonna. This is more of a cover up than. I mean, this is gonna be harder to cover up than him dying in the hospital bed.
They're on the move.
Not gonna do it with your ass hanging out.
I love their relationship.
Oh,
You know it's gonna be fucking cool.
yeah. I really hope so.
Like Constantine.
I genuinely hope
Constantine with the fucking water. Cool. What's the high?
Look, he's got the vest on.
Oh, he
Blue-eyed
does.
dude.
I don't think your blue eyes are gonna save you, blue-eyed dude.
Yep.
Oh, dude. Shot him in the head?
He kills people, man. He's not fucking around.
Frank, stop!
Don't say his name.
Well, everyone knows Frank Castle's the Punisher.
Oh.
Great. So great. Glory.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Well, you come back from that.
He's probably the greatest Punisher. Angel Eyes.
Blue-eyed man. Oh my gosh. They're gonna question him.
If we find your guy.
Oh, you think
that's cool.
Yeah.
Frank Castle's here.
Should be a little quicker.
Yeah, you recognize that? Hector, he was a good man.
Do what you gotta do. I still with my own. I can die easy.
Damn.
Do it right.
Come on, he's right. Not worth it. Not worth it.
I think Frank should just do it.
I think he will, because he won't be able to. And
yeah.
No, Frank, no. Please don't. It's not what I want.
Hey, get in front of a bull for this piece of shit, too?
He's not worth it, Frank.
Worth it. How about him? He worth it? How about that, huh? What is wrong with you? You can't help yourself, can you? Goddamn hands off of me! What is wrong with you? Stop!
Grenade.
Huh? Run! Run!
so that guy's definitely dead then. Probably.
Yeah. Hope so.
Yeah, guys, you gotta get off the damn street.
So Karen.
It looked like her.
Sure is.
Looking pretty fine still.
Absolutely.
Shotgun. How's it look?
You've been prettier.
So, you called Frank, huh?
I heard Poindexter escaped.
Huh.
Frank and hopped on a plane.
Oh, good for her.
Couldn't call me.
I needed someone to look out for you. Definitely wouldn't have liked that. You okay over there?
Never been better.
Let me take a look.
Yeah, nothing in this world a good cup of coffee can't fix. You want a cup?
No, thank you.
It's almost like it symbolized like they're still not fixed, right? Like nothing. It can fix anything, but you want a cup? No, I don't want fixed.
How about you, Red? You want some coffee?
Got any oat milk?
He went after Matt Murdock, not Daredevil.
Stuff's nasty. Oat milk.
This is Karen. Turns out it was a hit on Foggy. Vanessa Fisk hired Poindexter to take him out. I think there's something in the motion he was about to file. He was moving to dismiss the case.
The files have been in storage as far as I know.
You be my eyes?
Hey, anytime.
Let's go.
You coming, Frank?
Got shit to do.
Realize Fisk will be coming for you too.
That right?
I'm not buying it. I don't believe you don't care.
Hey, Karen. You asked me for a favor. I did it.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
So I wanted.
So,
Say thank you.
Stay safe.
What the hell's going on? It's the middle of the night.
You've all had an opportunity to look over Mayor Fisk's Safest Street initiative?
And it's insane. This makes Stop and Frisk look like daycare.
Stop and frisk. Stop and Fisk.
Like you, Miss Speaker, he was so impressed with, what was it again?
540,000 euros stashed in a Swiss bank account.
That's smart money. Matter of fact, Mayor Fisk is very interested in all the council's accomplishments.
Our office will reach out to each of you shortly.
The mayor will be addressing the city in a couple of hours. He hopes that Safest Streets has your full support. If not, let us know. We'll make arrangements.
Well, I mean, it works for the story that they're all corrupt, and therefore he can do what he wants. Yeah.
How are you holding up out here?
Yeah, so it's a blackout, obviously, and watching everything happen.
Get rid of the flare! Who are these people?
a little too artistic.
Show me your hands!
I hate looters. God. I don't hate them that much.
Well, there you go.
I don't hate them that much.
They're supporting your claim, man. They hate looters too.
Jesus, Bert, he's just a kid.
That guy looks like a midget that's tall.
It's a mass vigilante.
How are people gonna buy that?
You know, back at his place, I heard your heartbeats.
God, that is really not fair. You heard his too?
Oh, yeah.
It's just adrenaline, I'm sure. You hear mine when I saw you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Adrenaline, I'm sure. Avocados of law.
I never got that job.
Avocados.
Avocado.
Spanish for lawyers.
I imagine this is stuff you would know from watching the Netflix show.
It somehow became avocados of law. I'm glad you're back.
I'm not staying. No. So is Heather going to survive this episode?
This is it.
I don't think her death would be that shocking.
Foggy was going to argue that...
No way.
Whoa. Due to the unique nature of the Red Hook port location, no crime was committed in the state of New York or even the United States of America.
Exempt from the jurisdiction of the city. And the country, for that matter. I mean, if it's a free port, she's doing it without customs, without taxation, without fear of seizures.
She could launder money legally.
Right. And now our mayor is building a new complex there. This is about the Fisks building their own city-state.
No eyes on Murdoch and the Blonde. Daredevil and Punisher got away.
How would they know about the blonde already? Okay, so I think we're gonna see more of him. I thought like maybe that'd be it.
Really hope he doesn't die.
Well, I mean, you're the one who told me he's got his own special coming.
I know, that could take place between...
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's something. I'd hate if it happened to me.
Anybody would.
I know, but that's what I think about.
What's great happened to the people you know are fucking corrupt pieces of shit.
Was he
That
definitely
take our
corrupt?
Take our tax dollars. You know what I mean?
That guy isn't.
Yeah, he does. That's how he's paid.
We gotta have police.
No. Bottom line, the fact they're wearing his symbol.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it all boils down to they got it coming. In this show, they have it coming. Met some very nice police officers.
Oh, yeah.
Look at me.
Oh, gosh.
He's brutal, dude.
Why wouldn't they have killed him? Because they kill anyone.
And he is still subject to the law.
Did Sheila give it to him?
She must have.
There's no way I can go with you. But if you need me to put in a word, you got it.
I think Buck will be in there.
Take me home, Mario.
My name is Buck. I'm here to fuck.
Well, it's not going to be Josh Hartnett.
Sit.
Lucky number 11.
Hey, Luke? I seen you in a long time. Not since you were a rookie, huh? It's fresh ink, huh? You part of the task force?
The mayor recruited me.
So you have to get the tattoo right there?
Just trying to survive.
Yeah, I know.
Looking out the view. Like Yabashige.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite characters in fiction in recent years.
Yeah, he's
good. A long time.
So I don't think he's going to die, because I think he would have already died.
It's an honor to meet you, Castle. I'm a big admirer of your work. Listen, Frank, everything that you do, you can do that with us. And you don't gotta run anymore. We've been honored to serve with you, Frank.
It's probably the wrong thing to say to him.
There are easier ways to see me, Mayor Fisk.
I wonder, can we blame the commissioner? And after all, he's just a cog in a broken machine.
You admire me, huh? Yeah. Out of your fucking mind, you know that? You're a bunch of clowns, you know that? Admire me. You think you know my pain? You think you know my loss?
I wonder if he'll die.
Yeah, that was right.
It'll add a lot of poignancy to his special.
Never stop being Kingpin.
You know how I see the world?
Sorry to hear that, Frank.
Are you?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Are you sorry? Not so bad.
We will keep this city safe. Threaten our homes.
Damn. Dude, that is fucking nuts.
He died a pretty horrible death.
That's a horrible death. He ruined that suit too. The guy was already ruined, but he probably has a lot of white suits, doesn't he?
Any questions?
I wonder if that would inspire loyalty.
Good.
Fear. The spectacle of fear.
I don't think that lasts, though.
It can last a lot longer than you think. I mean, how long the Soviet Union lasted?
Yeah, I don't know.
In terms of our lifespans,
yeah,
long fucking time.
Dude, that was just a crazy death. This is actually just
a brutal death.
It'll be Josie's all over again. You go in there, you will die, or you will kill. Now you're hurt. You will not survive. Is that what you want? He's got the cops. He's got an army. Now you can go down there and you can fight him. You will probably die, but you can't beat him. Not like that.
He controls the Senate and the courts.
Do you remember I once asked you what it was like living in the darkness? You remember what you said?
It's not dark. It's like 1,000 suns.
But we can beat him. I'm gonna take this city back, Karen.
Where do we start?
We need an army.
It's already daylight. Frank's gotta be dead.
I'm gonna turn it into a place that we're proud to live in. But I need help. I would like for you to be my administration's commissioner of mental health.
It would be my honor, Mayor Fisk.
Think Frank's dead?
Nah, I don't know. I think not, and they don't show him for the rest of the episode. He's definitely not dead.
I think he's dead.
Good morning. We survived. Together. It was an attempt on my life by a vigilante last night. And in the act of sabotage, our city's power grid was disrupted. Commissioner Gallo, he chose to resign. To turn his back on the people of New York.
Why did they say he was killed?
I will not allow you to live in fear, though. Effective immediately, all vigilante activity is illegal. Curfew is at 8 p.m. And in the immediate future, New York City is under martial law. Now,
I don't know if people are gonna like that. Even if they agree with him.
Never forget, I love New York.
Man.
After the accident, I thought God had taken my sight. When I grew up, I came to believe that in exchange, given me a special destiny, like a mask and a purpose could save my life.
Didn't it?
No. It wasn't the mask. It was me needing to believe in it that saved me. My mistake was thinking I was immune to the darkness, and I let it creep inside me. I threw Poindexter off that rooftop. I wanted to kill him. The truth is, ever since Foggy died, I didn't know who I was anymore.
Foggy believed in you. That's the dark and the light. He knew all of it. All of it. He knew you. I do too.
Smooch. Not before, I guess.
So yeah, it's not there yet, but it's the door's open wider than it was.
Yeah, it's opening.
Yeah, especially that fucking Heather's gonna be a fucking bitch.
Oh yeah.
Gotta turn it down now, folks. Oh, whoa.
Cherry.
But I can feel
That's his name.
The system isn't working.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Literally?
Yes.
Who's that guy?
That's some old guy.
Corrupt.
Think Frank's will be down there?
That's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has... I mean, they know he killed people. They figured that he would just be in prison.
I don't know.
Oh, we're going deeper level. So it's almost like her art.
Mm-hmm.
Got another white suit.
That's what he wears, man.
Yeah.
It's this thing. I was like, I just don't know if I can keep doing this.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And we can take it back.
Hey, Serial Man.
Hey.
Yep.
The niece.
Yeah, so they Dumbledore's army.
Yeah.
All of us.
I don't like her.
Why?
Something about her.
Because we are the city without fear.
Fucking curfew in New York? Like the economy will collapse.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's probably part of it though too. Just wow. Yeah, and just incredible.
Great.
I wonder there's an after credit scene. I'll look it up, but probably won't be. There is an after credit scene.
How's it going? What do they call you?
Anthony.
Anthony.
That was weak.
Last name?
Anthony Petruccio.
There you go, Anthony Petruccio. You know a little about me, Anthony?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, right? Oh boy. Yeah, I appreciate you. You give me a minute like this.
I'll shake that man's hand.
Thank you, Anthony.
It's great.
Oh wow, so that's
Yes.
probably where he gets out.
Yes.
right? Guys, that was a reaction to the episode. And that was just such a great finale and such a great season. And
It was great. Fantastic.
yeah.
Man, I mean, from the top.
I mean, he pulled
We
a
got-
Jamie Lannister there when he did one of the Karstark nephews. Remember he strangled him in a cage?
Yeah, well, I mean,
He used
what are you
like
gonna do, man?
I don't know.
You're in a cage. How would instead of putting yourself outside the cage, put yourself in the cage? Okay, 'Cause that's where I'm coming from.
I wouldn't do
If I'm the
anything
guy
to
in the
get-
cage, I would kill whoever's out there so I get the fuck out.
Depends who it was.
No, if they're keeping you in a cage, fuck them.
What if he's not? What if it's I don't know? What if he's being blackmailed and that's why he's
literally
there?
doing it though.
Well, he just works.
You cannot help who's outside that cage.
No, you
They're
can't.
the ones keeping you there.
Yeah.
All right. So Ben and Foggy, we know that he's going to file all that shit over Red Hook because Red Hook is technically a free port.
We still haven't.
I don't know if that's realistic, but in terms of the story,
yeah. So like they can just launder money through there. It was millions, and now
it's subject is now subject to you're going to call it international law.
Yeah.
So yeah, they like the idea they're just setting up is that the Fisks want to set up their own free city.
Yeah.
So they can just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Karen's back.
Yeah, and you think she's back to stay? I imagine she would be.
Oh my God, you're talking about that courtroom stare.
That was an intense glare.
Yeah. Unwavering.
Yeah, I've only seen on a couple women.
And that's a look, like you said, you don't want to fucking have.
Yeah.
From a woman.
Yeah.
Intensity there. It's just mind-boggling. But, okay, so Sheila and Gallo. Did Sheila... It made it look like she's the one that turned over the conversation.
That's what I kind of thought. But, I mean, obviously she's still nervous.
She is.
I think she's like, I'm scared and I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to get killed.
So she definitely turned him over.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Old Buck, they try to get in there and kill Matt.
Yeah, you know.
Matt, with supersonic hearing.
Yeah, I like Buck for some reason. I just like Buck. He's
he's
a helpful
for what
guy.
He is, but I don't like him.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to have
as a
Buck.
character. I don't like him, but I like that he's reliable. But I like Mr. French.
Yeah,
I like him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He's got a little more personality.
He does. Like Buck is like a little bit too much of a bootlicker.
Well, I think he's just dry to me. Like he's like
he's
British.
Yeah, but he's like kind of like he's a little more of a kiss ass. French isn't a kiss ass.
I think
French is. It seems like French and Costello had like a friendship.
Oh, they definitely
But
did.
French is like still his guy.
I think Gandolfini is a kiss ass, and Buck is willing to criticize Fisk.
Well, he's willing to like
because he did it.
He's not so much criticizing as he is like inserting his like opinion.
Yeah, but he'll like a couple episodes he inserted an opinion that made Fisk look at him like, and then he was like, oh, and then he clarified because he was a little scared.
Yeah,
but it was a critical point.
Yeah, but it's not like with French Costello. French is like, yeah, it's like another county herd. Way too many. Like they're just.
Oh, I mean, he's
like,
definitely a funny
They're
guy.
friends. Like
yeah, they got a history.
But one's in charge and one is the muscle.
Yeah, and I think he doesn't have a problem being the muscle. Probably,
Yeah,
he probably would rather do that than be Frank.
Yeah,
like Leonardo DiCaprio's like, I don't want to be Frank.
Frank, you better should see somebody.
Yeah. But DiCaprio's like, I don't want to be you, Frank. Who would want to be you? Like that stress.
Oh yeah, the crown.
Yeah.
Lies the crown sort of thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't like Buck that much. The character's not that appealing to me, but I like what he is. I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So Frank. Okay. Yeah. Karen called in Frank.
Yeah, and I mean that was just so awesome to have, and I imagine people who are obviously fans of the Netflix series, like it just. I mean, I felt it even though I don't watch those shows. It was incredible.
It's absolutely incredible because that's what people want. They want those moments of Daredevil. We already had several of them this season with him and Poindexter in the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Him with the police detectives when he was out of costume. Him fighting Muse. We actually got to see Frank in action.
Yeah, and it didn't disappoint. It is very brutal.
It's brutal. And that's what.
One of the more brutal things, except the most brutal thing in the episode was Commissioner
Fisk
Gallo
squishing his head.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. Really, it looked.
Well, it wasn't quite like what we saw on the Game of Thrones, where he squashed.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
His head.
Yeah.
So the idea is that they're trying to add like kind of probably a little bit of a.
Well, it looked like it was like
a realistic thing because he definitely was squeezing him up here to begin with.
Yeah.
And then by the time he killed him, it was down here.
Well, it could look like he did this.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, we saw him. His hands were up here.
Yeah.
It was squishing his head. He's like, ah.
I feel like you'd be able to get away.
I don't know because the idea.
I feel like I would.
The idea is that Fisk is like a bear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he's just a vehemently strong individual.
Yeah.
And violent. Like he's got that Neanderthal strength. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just this. You know what I mean? Innate.
Yeah.
Power. And all right, so Angel Eyes died. The task force, for the most part, died, except for that douchebag that was confronting Frank. When
Yeah.
They caught him.
And Frank's still alive, surprisingly.
He is. They let him live to their detriment because it looks like he's going to get out.
Eventually, yeah. Oh, I mean, he is out. Yeah, now.
Yeah, he's definitely
and that
getting
might
out.
be the spinoff.
I hope so because he's my favorite character out of all of this, out of this entire Daredevil endeavor.
Yeah.
I think John Bernthal as the Punisher and Frank Castle is like the greatest gift.
Yeah.
Like one of the greatest gifts that Marvel's ever given me. And it's so great. And
I love John Bernthal so much. I mean,
I haven't loved him. I didn't watch enough of The Walking Dead. I watched up until I don't know if I even watched until he died. I know he dies.
Yeah.
But he just as a performer, as an actor.
Yeah, I mean, like in
Wind River.
He's fantastic. Sicario, he just played like a victim. I mean, he played like essentially the best part of that role was him in that cop car performing.
Yeah.
Like scared shitless, and he was just great in it.
No, he's just a great performer, and I think far my favorite one that I've seen the most of, obviously, has been as Frank Castle.
Another thing he's a fantastic in. It's that Scorsese movie with DiCaprio and what's it called? It's based off the true story of Wolf of Wall Street. Have you seen him in that?
I have not, but the one he's like smoking and like
working out. Ma, you got chicken night? Ma! He's like yelling at her.
Well, he's got that look. He looks like a guy that's broken his nose.
Yeah.
He's got that face that looks like it's been punched.
Yeah. And he really looks like a tough guy.
Daredevil's making his big reveal at the end of the episode where he's coming out of Josie's bar.
Yeah.
And always that Asian lady, the detective. And all these people were like looking like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
Which it's odd to me because like you're the bartender. Josie's like,
yeah, it's all
like, what the fuck?
And Karen was right there, like, what do you know? You know what I mean?
And so, whatever in that respect, because obviously it's just an announcement.
Yeah.
That he's back in the community.
So do you think his army is going to have any more vigilantes, or do you think it's just going to be cops and BB and?
It might be more in the respect of people that they can see through Fisk bullshit.
Yeah.
What's happening to the city.
Yeah.
And they're trying to stand up for what's right.
Yeah.
Versus kind of what works.
Okay. No. Yeah. I was just super happy with. I mean, the whole season.
Well, Heather took that position.
Yeah, I mean, obviously she doesn't know any of the bad stuff we know.
We've had a conversation already about Heather.
Yeah,
several conversations about Heather. I don't want to demean any woman that is intelligent or capable, but I feel like I've at least experienced a few women that are in that position where they're just intelligent enough and just idealistic enough, or it's like a perfect storm.
Especially if they're like an intelligent, idealistic ideologue.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different to be an ideologue because if you're intelligent and an idealist, but you are willing to like think outside the box, so to speak.
Yeah.
You actually have some creative thought. It's very different as opposed to someone who is so rigid in their thinking. And I think that's kind of where Heather is. And it could be any guy. Obviously, the guys are Fisk, for example, is someone who's just stuck in who he is.
Yeah.
He is who he is. Yeah, he was a product of abuse.
Yeah.
But he's still.
Yeah.
Many of us have been, and we didn't turn into Fisk. So,
yeah, and I mean Fisk is obviously much more interesting to me than Heather.
Well, fuck yeah. But I'm saying though that like in terms of like if someone wants to compare like the man and the woman, you're singling out the woman. It's like, well, no, because
I'm just saying
she's the interest.
Yeah.
Like if the idea is like because in a storyline, a love interest is a very big part of the story.
Yeah.
Especially if you're making a love interest, and Heather is a love interest, and Karen is returning to the story. We know when Matt woke up, first thing he said, Karen.
Yeah.
It's like Ron with Hermione.
Yeah.
And what the fuck her face is.
She came right out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Snape just was like. So are Heather and Matt together next season?
Well, I don't think it's gonna last. We know the writing's been on the wall. We just thought she was gonna die, and she didn't.
I'm wondering if she'll ever find out. Will she ever find out that Matt was Daredevil?
Yeah, but I think she's not going to live long after that.
Yeah, I don't think she can live in.
She can't live with that knowledge.
Yeah, she can't.
No.
Sometimes we're cursed by what we know. You know what I mean?
I know.
I don't let it like affect my enjoyment. But
this has been an enjoyable show because, for one, I will say I am a sucker for Vincent D'Onofrio because he's been there in our childhood.
Yeah.
For so many films. Full Metal Jacket is probably the penultimate one.
Oh yeah,
for
I
us.
watched the beginning of that movie a million times.
Next to that,
watched
me,
the whole
is
movie
probably
once.
Men in Black because I loved him as Edgar.
Yeah, I didn't make that connection when I was young, but I actually watched him so much in Law and Order. I think SVU.
I knew he was in it, but I just never watched.
I feel like I started watching it with you up here. Like I remember,
because it was always fucking on, but I would never pay that much attention.
Yeah, I kind of did when I was older.
My favorite guy from Law and Order is the dude that was in Man of Steel.
Yeah, he's great, Elliot.
Yeah,
he's cool.
Yeah, and he's just a good death.
Yeah,
and he dies with that hot German chick.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to binge the first 3 seasons of this.
You should for the next season.
Yeah, I'll definitely do it for the next season, and obviously
we'll be back for the Punisher special.
Absolutely, and I mean most things Marvel, we're going to be here, and all the shows that we love. Thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. Hoping Joy's going to cut away and we'll have what she has to say. If not, then I'll cut this out.
If you don't, you won't.
You won't. Bye bye.